We usually think of grains as just a side dish. Maybe a bowl of rice, a little pasta, some oatmeal in the morning. They fill us up, give us a bit of energy, and that's about it. But we never really think of them as something that could help build strength, especially muscle strength, after the age of 60. That's when things start to change. Your steps may feel slower, your legs a little heavier, and it seems like everywhere you turn, someone's recommending protein shakes, more meat, or collagen supplements. But oddly enough, no one ever mentions grains. Now, here's the thing. I've spent over 30 years studying muscle health in older adults, and I want to tell you something most people don't know. There are certain grains that do far more than fill you up. These aren't just carbs. They're anti-inflammatory, they help your joints, improve circulation, and yes, they actually help rebuild muscle. That they raise blood sugar, grow your belly, and need to be cut out of your diet, especially as you age. But the truth is, some grains don't just belong in your diet, they could be one of the most important parts of it. Today, I want to share 3 grains that most people overlook, grains that can actually help you regain strength, improve balance, and rebuild what time may have slowly taken away. Let's start with a tiny grain that you might have walked past 100 times without knowing its power, amaranth. Now, if you've never heard of amaranth, you're not alone. It's tiny, barely bigger than sand, and pale in color. No strong smell. Nothing flashy about it. And it's not something you'll usually see in big-name grocery stores or on cafe menus. But don't let that fool you. This little grain may be one of the most powerful foods for restoring muscle after 60. At first glance, it doesn't look like much. But a single cooked cup of amaranth offers about 9 grams of complete protein, more than oats, brown rice, or wheat. What's more, it's one of the few grains that contains all 9 essential amino acids. That's what your muscles need to recover and grow. And it's especially high in one rare amino acid, lysine, which helps your body build collagen, heal muscle tissue, and absorb calcium into your muscles and bones. That's exactly the kind of support your body needs as it ages. But that's just the beginning. Amaranth is also packed with iron, magnesium, phosphorus, and zinc, all critical for muscle function, recovery, and even your balance. In fact, just 1 cup provides nearly 30% of your daily magnesium needs. And magnesium, by the way, isn't just for sleep. It's essential for muscle contraction, heart rhythm, and keeping your nerves firing correctly. It helps you stand up without shaking, walk steadily, and recover without fatigue. On top of that, amaranth is rich in antioxidants, specifically phenolic acids, that reduce oxidative stress in muscles. That matters because one of the key reasons older adults lose muscle faster is poor recovery from inflammation. Amaranth helps fight that quietly but powerfully. And the best part? It's easy to cook. When simmered, it turns into a soft, creamy porridge similar to oatmeal. You can cook it with nut milk or bone broth, then add cinnamon, fruit, or flax seeds. Or, let it cool and toss it into a salad with roasted veggies and olive oil. It's gluten-free, making it easier to digest. And it has a lower glycemic index than white rice, so it won't spike your blood sugar, great if you're insulin-resistant or managing prediabetes. It's easy to forget something so small. But this little grain? It carries complete protein, rare amino acids, recovery minerals, and inflammation-fighting nutrients, all without gluten. Sometimes, the foods with the least marketing end up being your strongest allies. Amaranth might be one of them. Now, let's talk about buckwheat. Don't let the name fool you, buckwheat isn't wheat at all. It's a gluten-free pseudo-grain, and it's one of the best foods to support both your muscles and your circulation. That's especially important if your legs feel tired, your feet are cold, or you get cramps after walking. One of buckwheat's star nutrients is a compound called rutin. It's a powerful plant flavonoid that strengthens capillaries, improves blood flow, and reduces inflammation in the tiny vessels that feed your muscles. This is key, because without proper circulation, your muscles can't get the oxygen or nutrients they need to recover and grow. Buckwheat helps address this at the source. It keeps those vessels elastic, reduces swelling, and helps nutrients reach the deepest parts of. In many parts of Eastern Europe, where buckwheat is a staple, older adults who eat it regularly have been shown to improve leg circulation and even reduce varicose vein symptoms. That's not marketing, it's real-world observation. In addition to gluten, buckwheat contains around 6 grams of protein per cup. It has all 9 essential amino acids, plus high levels of magnesium, manganese, and copper, all critical for energy, movement, and nerve signaling. It's also high in resistant starch, which feeds good gut bacteria and helps regulate blood sugar. That's a big win for older adults managing insulin resistance or digestive concerns. So, how can you eat it? The simplest way is to cook buckwheat groats. These small, triangle-shaped grains cook like rice. Just simmer 1 part buckwheat with 2 parts water or broth for about 15 to 20 minutes. It fluffs up and gives off a toasty, nutty aroma. You can eat it savory, with sautéed greens, eggs, or in a grain bowl, or sweet, as porridge with oat milk, chia seeds, and berries. And if you like baking, buckwheat flour makes excellent pancakes, muffins, and crepes, all naturally gluten-free and full of nutrients. Just a small daily serving, half a cup, maybe 1 cup, can help tired legs feel warmer, improve circulation, and support vascular health without supplements. Finally, let's talk about a grain you've probably heard of before, quinoa. It's shown up in health food aisles and menus for years, often hyped as a superfood. But many older adults see it as a trendy thing for young people. I've had patients tell me they found it hard to cook or didn't like the texture. But let me tell you, quinoa is more than a trend. It's one of the most nutritionally complete plant-based foods you can eat, especially if you're over 60 and looking to protect muscle, reduce inflammation, and keep digestion light. A cooked cup of quinoa has about 8 grams of complete protein. That means all the essential amino acids your body needs. It's also rich in lysine and isoleucine, 2 branched-chain amino acids that help activate the mTOR pathway, which your body uses to build muscle. As we age, this pathway becomes less responsive. That's why just eating more protein isn't always enough. You need the right amino acids to actually trigger muscle repair. Quinoa delivers that naturally. It's also high in magnesium, phosphorus, manganese, and folate, all vital for energy, tissue repair, and muscle recovery. And unlike many plant foods, quinoa has compounds like quercetin and camphorol, flavonoids that help reduce muscle inflammation after physical stress. A study from the University of São Paulo showed that older adults who added quinoa to their diet saw improved strength and recovery within 6 weeks, without changing their exercise routines. Researchers believe this is due to quinoa's effect on inflammation, nutrient absorption, and cellular repair. Quinoa is simple to cook. The trick is rinsing it well first, that removes its natural coating, which can taste bitter. Then cook it with a 2-to-1 water ratio, 2 cups water to 1 cup quinoa. Bring to a boil, reduce heat, and simmer for 15 minutes. You'll end up with a fluffy, slightly nutty grain that pairs beautifully with vegetables, eggs, legumes, or chicken. You can eat it warm or cold, stir it into soups, or make a breakfast porridge with almond milk and berries. It's light on the stomach but rich in nourishment. Quinoa supports your muscles, your blood sugar, your digestion, and it never feels heavy or greasy. So, we've just explored 3 powerful grains, amaranth, buckwheat, and quinoa. Each one has something special to offer for strength, balance, and recovery after 60. These aren't miracle foods, but they do form a solid, reliable foundation that can quietly help you regain what's been slowly slipping away. And before you head to the kitchen or the store, just keep a few things in mind. If you're dealing with kidney issues or are on a protein-restricted diet, talk to your doctor before adding large amounts of these grains. Even good protein needs to be tailored to your needs. If you're sensitive to fiber or get bloated easily, start small, just a spoonful or 2, and build up gradually. And always rinse quinoa and amaranth before cooking to remove natural plant compounds that can irritate digestion. Most importantly, be patient. You don't need to change everything overnight. Just adding one of these grains to your daily routine can quietly shift things. Your muscles may feel stronger. Your balance steadier. Your recovery quicker. And maybe, just maybe, you'll feel that quiet strength coming back right from the inside out.